Hey, Cmax here. Going to do another gun review. Today we're going to do the Walther Pk380. As the name implies, it's a 380 auto caliber. Walther considers this a carry weapon. I do not. I just plink with it. Um, it's a neat looking little gun, and it's okay. If you've seen some other videos, I actually carry a 380, but it's a pocket pistol. This is a Taurus TCP model PT738 and 380, and it's literally a pocket pistol. So I carry it. I don't carry this one. I just shoot this one for fun as I reload the 380 auto caliber. But this is what all you get. You get the case. Comes with a little cleaning rod and the takedown tool. This is one thing I don't like about this particular gun is you have to have this little takedown tool to disassemble it, and I'll show you that in a minute. Extra magazine here, instruction booklet, and they send you one of these little, oh, here's a case of a cartridge so it actually does fire thing, which is kind of neat, but in practicality it's not much there. But let's go over some features on it. It has a tinifer, whatever that means. I got that off the website. The slide and the barrel are tinifer coated, and that's some kind of copyright process, so it's just some hardening. It's supposed to resist corrosion, that kind of deal. On the slide and on the barrel, it has a loaded chamber indicator. Show you when you've got one in the chamber. Manual safety, not a big fan, but it's okay. And you can actually watch the hammer there move. Let me see if I can get a good angle. See, it slides back and forth, so something physically gets in the way there. Takedown has a takedown tool that you have to put in here and move this. That's one of the things I do not like about it. I'll show you how we do that in just a minute. But it has no no slide release. So it's another thing I don't really like about it. Last shot, it cocks back. The way you have to drop the slide is release the magazine. There's another thing I don't really like about it is the magazine release is this paddle style right here. I'm hoping you can see that. It's ambidextrous, so you can grip it on either side. Once you get used to it, it's actually not that bad. I prefer the button, and maybe it's because that's what I'm used to. I don't know. But to drop the slide, you've got to drop the magazine. So you just have to drop it a little bit, and then the slide will go down again. So there's no way to put the slide back and lock it without putting an empty mag in there and racking the slide. So, it's fine for the range. Kind of strange and all the little things that you got to do. It does have a little accessory rail there. I do know some of the original models will come with a laser on it. This particular one does not have any kind of back straps or anything. I do not have a wrap on it. It's just too small. Carries 8 shots in the magazine. I do like that. You can, see the 8 shots as you load the magazine, so you can look and see how full or how empty a magazine is. Let's get through some numbers here. According to Walther, I don't have a trigger pull gauge. They say the double action, there again, double action is you pull the trigger, the hammer will come back and then fire. Boom. Single action is after the slide racks, or you cock it since the hammer is exposed, you drop it. So the double action pull is 11 pounds and the single action is 4. That feels about right. The barrel is 3.66 inches. The length of it, 6.5 inches. The height's 5.2 inches. And the width is 1.2 inches. Sight radius is 5.4 inches and supposed to weigh 1.2 pounds unloaded. So let's do our little little test here. Let's get the scale turned on. All right, zeroed out. Let's see what we get here. Okay. 1 pound, 3 ounces. So, it's close. I show it at 1.3 pounds with a magazine in it unloaded. Retail on it, they say is $3.99, and for retail price, that's pretty close. I looked it up and through Davis's Gun Genie and just looked around real quick. Looks like anywhere from $370 to $380 out the door, something like that. So that's pretty close to retail. Usually there's a pretty good difference in the retail. The barrel rifling, according to this, didn't see anything on the website, but according to this is a 6-groove right-hand twist. It doesn't say length though of twist. So that's the pistol. We'll go ahead and break it down for you now. It's a fine pistol for what I use it for, but I don't think there's any way I would carry this at all, and I would not recommend it as a carry weapon. I think you can do a lot better. All right, well, let's break it down. So first thing you do, get the pistol, push the little lever down, magazine releases, check the action. Okay, now what you do is you take the tool and you insert it in here. As you look in this hole, hopefully you're going to be able to see this. You'll see a little lever in there. Let me see if I can get this up a little bit closer and let you see there. There's a little lever, and it's lengthwise with the gun, or I guess you would want to say horizontal. The tool, let's see, you can see it's slotted, so it's going to go in there and you're going to twist it and you're going to change the direction of that so it'll release it and allow the slide to come off. So obviously if you lose this tool, you can use some needle nose, some other things. You'll probably scratch it up in there, what have you. But if you lose the tool, it is not the end of the world. So we're going to insert the tool in, kind of pops, and there we go, and then twist it. Now let's pull down on that. So you can see kind of like on the Glock, you pull down on either side of this bar here. And let's see. This whole piece slides down and she just slides straight off. So let's do this here. Well, I've got it open. Let's see how that, yeah, there's a piece in there that goes back and forth. It just locks it where the slide will come in and out. So other than that, the configuration is pretty simple, basically about the same. Let's see if cocking seems to be an issue on this one while it's apart. No, it doesn't. So that kind of helps. I like that because that kind of helps you move everything out of the way so you can get your brush in here. It's small, so you're going to want to use, you know, one of the smaller, narrow type heads. It's funny, when you start using these toothbrushes for gun things, you start really looking at the configurations of the toothbrush. See how it'll fit in there real nice, as opposed to, say, this one, which does not. So remember, say those old toothbrushes, they're gold. They work extremely well. Cleaning a gun with a brush is the most effective way, much better than trying to use a rag. Q-tips do have their places, as do other brushes. And remember, when the ladies go to get their makeup, make sure they get y'all makeup brushes, because they work great too, in and out of all these little things. And good thing about that is they're free. Well, they're no charge. You know, they pay for them with the expensive makeup they buy. So, but take advantage of everything you can. Whatever you say is more ammo, more guns, more fun. So, all right, I'm gonna do a quick clean on it. I'm not gonna record that, as y'all should know how, and I do have a very long recorded video of how to clean. So if you really want to look at that, please check out that video. Be right back. Hey, we're back. I've got her clean. I realized I didn't show you how to take the spring and the rod out in the barrel, but it does like all the other automatics. Stick the barrel in, let it slide back. Now this is the tricky part on this one. As you can see, the guide rod here is half the length of the spring. That makes it a little tricky putting it back together. So I try to choke up on it, and there we go. The trick is, and you can't really do it with gloves. The trick is to squeeze the spring down on the rod, stick the end of the rod through this hole, then put it down on the barrel. It's just the way makes you want to do it. Now, another thing, if you can't see, is she's really not in position here. So I've got to bring her up a little bit to get her. There we go. Now, she's riding on that ridge against this plate about halfway up. So that's correct there. So this should function fine. So let's, you've got the two slots here. Get it on the rail, slide it back, push the bar up. Okay. Now let's see here. Which way? Okay. It's up, twist the tool, pull the tool out, and there we go. That's it. She's back together. So the only real trick is the rod, slide the spring all the way down the rod to where the end of the rod's exposed, stick it through the hole. If you don't, you're going to be fighting that spring with it doubling over back and forth. Don't want to do that. So, Walther Pk380. Check it out. Good plinker. Remember all the safety rules. Keep your finger off the trigger, be ready to fire. Every time you pick it up, check the action, see if it's loaded. Muzzle control, know where the weapon is pointing at all times without even looking at it. Just get in the habit of doing it. When you're watching TV, hold your weapon. Just know where it's pointed all the time. Turn your head away, one side or the other. Practice your dry fire. Be safe. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.